Hello everybody, Percy Cheese 11 is back, and yeah, my first IRL type video, and it's really interesting because I never hold my phone horizontally ever while recording, not even to take photos. So this is new to me, and if I'm not very steady with the camera, you know why. But we are back reviewing the main three, is what I like to call them. I mean, obviously, Rosie is most likely than not going to be in the Steam team if there is a Steam team. So I included her with the Thomas and Percy. I just feel like she had to be there. And I really think she fits really well in this trio because there's finally a girl character, which I like the representation. And her model is really good. And I really wonder what they're going to be going for with her in the new series. I heard she's going to be a more ambitious, tomboyish character, and yeah, that's pretty interesting. I hope they don't entirely remove her roots from the model series and the CGI series, because she kind of was a sweethearted kind of model character, especially for Thomas. Well, Rosie wanted to be like Thomas, so Thomas was a role model to Rosie. That was an interesting dynamic that kind of it kind of faded away in season 13. But yeah, enough about Rosie for now. We can talk about her character later, but we're gonna be reviewing these guys, so yeah, let's head into it. First of all, Thomas. Thomas is really well. Thomas is really good. I think the only issue I have is that his cab looks kind of it's too defined, versus this model, which is basically perfection. It doesn't look as tall. I feel like that one's too defined and tall, but then this one is it's more subtle, and it just overall does it well, slightly better. It does it slightly better. And that's one of my only grunches. Obviously no side rods, but I mean, does Mattel really know how to do that anyway? No painted whistle, which is normal. He has these side handles, which they look pretty fine, but then this 2025 model has none. This one does, so that's weird. Yeah, and then the basics, not much things on the running board, and the buffer word is even painted, so that's normal. The face looks pretty good. It's really growing on me. Yeah, this is new Thomas, and I'm accepting new Thomas. He looks pretty good, and yeah, just modern Thomas, and nothing's wrong. Number one looks really nice. It's, if you can see, the red outlines are slightly thicker than this one. The red outlines are really subtle here, but then this one, it ever so slightly brings that up. It also has a rivets. Water tank here. This one has no water tank, so that looks weird, but I really like it. It looks weird because it's new, and they finally started putting the water tanks back on the die casts. So yeah, Thomas looks pretty much fabulous, honestly, other than a few minor, very, very minor issues. But yeah, he is a very good Thomas. I'll give him a 9 out of 10 just because he looks so proportionally accurate. This is almost a 10 out of 10 for me, maybe a 9.7, just because the side rods don't move. But I am not picky with my toys, and I feel like this Thomas looks absolutely wonderful. But we're not talking about Metal Ruby Thomas today. We're talking about this one. So yeah, he gets an 8 out of 10, or did I say 9 out of 10? I don't even know. 8.5 out of 10. And this funnel looks really good too. It might be... it looks... I like the height. I'm not going to get too nitpicky. But, I think we should move on to Percy now. Sorry about the short talk. There's not much to say. I mean, there is a lot to say, but he looks fabulous, and cylinder tanks look fine. Has the red outline. Yeah, good. Percy, obviously, let's speedrun. I'm the painted buffer police. Well, there's several people, but no painted buffers. What the heck? Wait, does the motorized have painted buffers. Wait, where's my motorized Thomas? Okay, doesn't matter. I don't know where he is. But yeah, no painted buffers. Ooh, I like the firebox. I didn't really notice that. Wait, Thomas's firebox looks weird, but I think I'm more of a fan of Percy's. Overall, oh my god. Look how much detail. Look how much detail. That looks really nice. Detail-wise, I mean, I think there's more depth in Percy's basis, and yeah, I like what they did on the sides here. No painted running board, which just looks really weird, but overall he looks really nice. No painted lamp. Like, look at all these details. Like, the saddle tanks just look excellent. Oh, the dome. No painted whistle. Then we have this. That's a good detail. It's very Percy. Very, very Percy. Let's compare and contrast the numbers real quick on an older model like this Percy. I mean, I don't know if his number 3 is always slanted like that. Is that the only Percy you have around? Well, let's just compare this. Not the best comparison, but yeah. Again, not a slant, and the red outline is way more noticeable. So yeah, this Percy looks really good. I know there's a lot of 2026 Percy haters, like Trip Dog haters, which is very unfortunate. I think he looks really cute. He doesn't deserve all the hate. He's just a nice guy. You can't forget how, kind-hearted he is. And I feel like just because his attributes, he doesn't deserve the hate. Yeah, he's just really good. Honestly, I think if the, red outlines pointed out like this model, like the livery on this had that detail, it looked really cool. But these are ever so slightly stick out. Like, these are like rendered in rather than this is just painted. I think I like this, but yeah, that's a nitpick. And last but definitely not least, we have a Rosie. We're done with Percy for now. Rosie is probably my favorite by far. I mean, look at the Rosie. The Rosie just looks really good. Look at this headlamp. It looks fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. I love how it's actually painted. Like, it actually has the light, and then it has like has like a darker shade of brown right here. The outline of it, I guess. And the 3 domes, the one big one in the middle, I like that detail. Northwestern Railway. Then her number 37. Sometimes I forget she actually got that number later in the CGI series, I think. When I was a child, I always thought this was like a button. Like, I always thought the top of her cabs, like, and like outdent was a button. But no, it's not, obviously. I don't know why they don't paint the buffers. It's really weird. But yeah, this looks fabulous. Anyway, I need to mention something about all 3 of these models. I love, well, maybe other than Thomas, but I love how proportionally designed their cabs are to, like, I love the height, portrayal of the cabs to the, like, in relationship to the boiler. Like, I like how their boilers are not that much shorter than their cabs. Like, I feel like that's like a very essential fundamental to make a good model, is to, like, scaling with the boiler and the cabs, because his cab is not much shorter, or his cab is not much taller than the boiler, but this one just completely contradicts what I'm saying, and it's just the cab is so short. But these models, like, actually, like, they showcase that fantastically. I don't know if that's a word, but I think the best example of that is James. This is like a perfect like James basis and model or whatever. Like, look how this is a 10 out of 10. I don't care. Look at the height difference. They display that perfectly. It looks really good. Like, genuinely, like, when you look at this, oh yeah, that's eye candy right there. Like, it's, you don't even have to second guess it. You can just quickly see this and go, oh yeah, this is James. I lost his tender for this model. I lost the 80th diecast tender, but we don't talk about that. And the pony truck, don't even forget about the pony truck. And it's not some annoying, like, joint turn thing. It just stays in place, and I feel like that's really good. But yeah, these guys still do that fantastically. James does it the best, in my opinion. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I am going to head out because we did reach the 10-minute mark. But I hope you guys, like this, and I hope you guys give me insight to like what you guys like in a model. But yeah, I will continue to buy these diecasts because I really do like what Mattel is going for, and I'm excited for the show. I think I'm more excited for the show than the toys, which is crazy because I just want to see how they handle and execute the show. But yeah, I love you all, and I will see you guys. If you guys want more reviews like this, make sure to hit me up or, tell me in the comments. I will see you guys. More Thomas heading your way.